Well, howdy, nearly senior citizen here. Greetings, boys and girls, and welcome to this, another brand new day wherein the other day I talked about how I wear medium-sized shirts, but I have a whole bunch of hand-me-downs. My outer shirt, my blue shirt, is a 3XL. It is a tent, an absolute circus tent on me. It's huge. My red shirt underneath it is the one I wore on the outside yesterday. So it's more of maybe a 2XL or a medium, but still, I'm wearing just massive, huge things right now. The shirt's from my brother-in-law. It probably fit him pretty tight. That's okay. It is 7:06 a.m. I like to get started at 6:30, so it's 7:06 a.m. on Saturday, the 10th of February. Oh, I have to go pay for my storage unit today. This is going to help drive me even further negative because it's almost $200 for my storage unit and I haven't got it emptied out yet, so I don't know how to get it emptied out. I'm hoping to get help from the Veterans Hub, which I was not able to get to Friday. Last week I was not able to go, a combination of being sick and then cocooning because of getting into the system last week. So thumbs up on that. In my pocket though, you see a little hamster nose there. It's Charvy. Come on, Charvy. Come on, little guy. I brought little Charvy out and I put him into my pocket. I first put him onto my lap, but he didn't seem all that happy on my lap, and so I put him on my pocket, and he's just been poking around in my pocket all this time, and now he's like, hey, I'm cold now. Oh, he sneezed. Poor little guy. I don't know if you heard that. The USB microphones are good, but because it's through USB, I've watched charts on this and such, it's not the best sound. I'm going to put little Charvy back into bed because he was asleep and I dug him up, so now he's back in his bed. Yay! But USB stuff, and it doesn't do the best sound. It's a great microphone. I mean, it was a gift from way back in the beginning, and such an awesome thing. I was doing this for maybe, well, just a couple months, and somebody sent it to me as a present, and it was an over $100 mic, you know, some almost, well, 3 years back now? Yeah, a little over 3 years when I first started my channel, so it was over $100 then. I can't imagine it's much less. I saw it on Amazon a bit ago and it was still over $100, so that was an amazing present. It's an excellent mic, USB mic again, so even I can hear the limit sometimes when I get too loud. It spikes out, but it's still great. Thumbs up on that. I have not done a whole lot since yesterday. In fact, yesterday was a very bad day, sleeping-wise. I fell asleep in the morning, and then I kept falling asleep all through the afternoon, up until noon, and I was almost late with things, but then I got my game done. As soon as I woke up after the first time, panicked because of time, and then quickly got a bunch of stuff done, so my game was done on time, which is good because from about 2 o'clock onward, I was just falling asleep all the time again up here. And then finally, in the evening, I came up here, fell asleep again, and so at 11 o'clock when I woke up in this chair, every time I woke up, my hands were numb, sometimes barely worked because of the pressure of just sitting, and it's just my arms sitting on the arms of the chair. The pressure puts just enough pressure on the nerves that when I wake up, my hands are numb and don't work right, so thumbs up on that. But finally I went to bed at 11 o'clock, which is, I guess, good because at like 3:30 in the morning, pain woke me. Finally, I got up before 4 o'clock. Thumbs up. So I've been up for 3 hours now. It's a little after 7 a.m. my time. I like to wake up, but I like to wake up closer to 5 a.m.-ish. It's still early, way early, but if I go to bed any earlier, I'm going to wake up even earlier. So yay. But I like to wake up around that time. That gives me time to wake up. Not always time to think. It's difficult to think at the best of times anymore. So one of the reasons I find it so difficult to think of things to talk about when I'm vlogging, because number one, it's just I'm just talking about whatever happens to pop into my head. But I do like to have subjects So when I can't find them, it's irritating to me. But my mind goes blank so often. During the 3 hours I've been trying to wake up, I can't remember a single thing that I was thinking about or doing. I have no idea what I was doing. Just sitting in a chair, or not even watching videos, because it's a weekend, so no one but like people like me make videos. Monday through Friday, there's just a flood of videos every single day. And then the weekend hits and everyone takes time off to go and be with their family. And it's like, oh joy, these people have lives, I have none. Now I have no videos to watch. So yay. I mean, my parents live way up north, 200 miles away. I need to go visit them at some point here pretty quick because they're not going to be around forever. My stepfather is in his 80s. He's already had a stroke and heart surgery. My mother's had, a couple lobes of one lung removed because of lung cancer. She's 20 years old, well, 19 years and some odd months older than I am, so they're not going to be around too much longer. I need to go up and visit before it's too late. Then, of course, I've got family in town. My wife's sister, who lives in town. I lived in their garage for a time, and then they are guardians of my children. Neither I nor my wife could take care of our children. After our kids were born is when she went downhill so quickly. And then under the stress of my physical issues and then her things going on, I started falling apart even faster. So neither of us could take care of our kids. We had to give guardianship of our children over to her sister. So her sister and her family are taking care of my kids right now. Thumbs up for that. I can't do it, so thank goodness someone can. I can barely take care of myself with my physical issues. So I thank goodness my in-laws are taking care of my children, because otherwise they'd be in foster care. Like I say, I can barely take care of myself. If I had to try and take care of children on top of it, I would be physically unable. I can't work. I sit in a chair. I'm in agony now just because of my back, sitting in a chair. Thumbs up. I got about 20 minutes worth of standing time in me daily at a time. But if I stand in place for 20 minutes, I can't stand anymore for the rest. Well, maybe for the next 12 hours. I need a lot of sitting time. And I can walk. Just standing and not moving. Standing in a small area just destroys my back. I can walk, and I walk for hours. But that's in constant movement. And even as I'm out walking, my pain levels are slowly ramping upward, so I only have so long of walking, which I can still walk for like 3 or 4 hours. But then I'm done walking. If I walk for 3 hours, I am done walking for the rest of the day. I can't do that anymore. If I walk for an hour, hour and a half, 2 hours, I can do that a couple times a day. In fact, I can even, at the end, add that up, and it comes out to more walking time than if I just did it all in one chunk. I can have 4 hours of walking, 3-4 hours of walking time, and then that's it for the day. Or do 2 hours, 3-4 times a day, get 8 hours of walking in, and because it was in chunks, it's 8 hours of walking. So it at least works out that way, and that's a good thing. But standing, I can't do, and especially carrying and lifting things. Once I hit the 15 and 20 pound mark, my back just comes apart with pain signals. It is bad. Finally, my last back injury that I did tipped my chronic pain signals from, they'd always been slowly, they had slowly been ramping up through my years working as a nurse's aide, my chronic pain getting more and more and more. But the last injury that I did just was the straw that broke the camel's back, and I can't even, like I say, carry more than 15 or 20 pounds without agony. The damage is healed. The alarm signals won't turn off. That's the issue with chronic pain. The injury may be healed. The damage may be done, but your nerves are always sending that signal. We don't understand chronic pain. We don't understand why it does it. We don't understand it, but it's a big thing and it's an issue, and we're starting to understand that it affects people more and more. We used to think people could go through surgeries and they were fine. Turns out just about every single person that's had surgery of any kind is suffering from chronic pain issues. Of course, there are always people that you could shoot them with a gun and they're going to get up and go, oh, I think I need a Band-Aid, and they're not going to be affected by pain. Then there are people like me who are closer to the other side. I have very, very low pain tolerance. Most people, of course, are right in the bell curve middle on the pain, well, curve. But that's joyous the way that works out. I can't even remember now what I was talking about. I started talking about pain and got drifted away. Gotta love fibromyalgia. I know I was talking about chronic, well, there we are. I was talking about chronic pain issues and all the people, because I've got a, it's like an aneurysm in my, one of my bursa joints in my wrist. You've got these little sacs called bursas. They are little lubricating areas, and they're inside your wrists, your joints, every single joint you have. Inside of my wrist, you can't really see it anymore, and I'll explain why, but I've got an aneurysm. Press on that, there's a weakened wall, and it bubbles up and has a great big old lump right here, because the sac goes from the pressure and it sends a bubble upward. Instead of staying as a good solid thing, it sends fluid grooving up into here. They were going to do surgery on that to get rid of it and clean it off. Talked to another doctor who said, you know, there's going to be a lot of chronic pain issues on that one. It was like, and then my wife started saying there's going to be a lot of chronic pain issues, and I was like, you know, I don't really need a lot of chronic pain issues. So then the one doctor, he took a needle with cortisone, squished it into the capsule, tore the capsule up as he put in the cortisol, and then it just squished out and has slowly regrown just into a tiny little blob right there. So there's still the aneurysm in the bursa joint. The wall still squishes stuff up there into a little bubble, just not as much, but it never really affected anything other than look like weird, bend my wrist, and then boop, this little thing pops up. They're also known, in colloquial terms among doctors, as a Gideon's cyst. Now, why would they call it a Gideon's cyst? Because that was the sort of thing that they would treat with a Gideon's Bible. You would bend your wrist like that, and the guy would take a thing and go, BAM! And smack your wrist. And that would pop the capsule inside, and then the cyst would be gone as your body just cleared it up. Gideon's cyst. How about that, huh? Definitely a thumbs up. I keep overloading the color filter on my webcam because I talk with, ooh, that was a big lag spark. Because I talk with my hands, it's about right over here when they're, and then bring it back and then the color, well, yep, ooh, there's the color filter going. Thumbs up. I don't know if you can see it. I sure can. My software is just flipping out on it, and because I have to check it in the software, I have to make sure I'm centered. I don't have much control over my life, so I have to take control over what little control I have. Thumbs up for that. Past that, not a lot's happened in life. I've just been surviving and living. Been walking more. That's a good thing. And in fact, when I walk, because the destination is not the point, the journey is. Like if I walk from here to the post office, I could walk like from where I am, walk to the post office, and then come back. Instead, I walk up here, and then I come down this way, and then I go up here to the post office, and then I go this direction, spin up, and then come back around, and then come back here to where I start off. So I make a half-mile walk to the post office, half-mile walk back into a mile, mile and a half to get there, mile, mile and a half to get back. Because the journey is the point, not the destination. I'm going to stop off at places, I'm going to go look at things, I'm going to go, gosh, where does that trail go? And I look at the creeks and the stuff, and it's awesome, just walking to walk. Germans have it correct when you go Volksmarching. You go walking to walk. Of course, people go Volksmarching also to collect the little pins you get when you go Volksmarching, or plates or whatever, because at least back in the 80s when I went Volksmarching, you got participation things when you went on a Volksmarch. I think they really need to do that here in the US and everywhere else around the world as well. People just need to go out walking to go walking. Definitely a good thing. Now, I've opened up 24 hours worth of comments on my community tab. I'm going to go through and I'm going to thank 20 to 25 people. It's a range of 20 to 25 because even though I count on the fingers of my hand here in ASL, I still get lost. I'm going to mispronounce some usernames. I'm an American English speaker. We're not good at names. I try my best. I'm better than most, but I'm not reading the comments right now. I'm going to read them afterward. I'm going to thumbs up everyone I read, answer as many as I can. But for right now, I'm thanking you just for having left a comment. A good comment, bad comment, indifferent comment. The fact is you left a comment. Thank you so very much. Thumbs up for that. So, starting off, we have JD Jesus of Suburbia. Oh, thumbs up. Ryan H, greatly appreciated. Athanatos Y, greatly appreciated. Jesusa de los Santos, I sure hope I'm close, thank you very, very much. Money Free Society, thank you. B Truth 91, thank you very, very much. Thomas S, greatly appreciated. Maddie Cooper, thank you, greatly appreciated. Yalim Yuxel Konas, I sure hope I'm close. And JT, thank you very, very much. Vast Valkorian, ooh, heck of a name. Aiden Lambert, greatly appreciated. Ghibli the Ranger, I sure hope I pronounced that correctly. Fresh with 2 S. Sis Miguel Hedez. Boy, I bet I'm not close, but thank you very much. Diego Frutos. I sure hope I'm close. Vinyl Trip. Again, I hope I'm close. Thank you very much. 94 JSEOKK. Thank you very, very much. Kathy Kitscat. Greatly appreciated. Yuval Grossman. Thank you very, very much. Corday ET. Thank you. Kenny92, greatly appreciated. Neil.Sharkey, thank you. Duskrubolo, thank you very, very much. And then last but not least, Thomas S, greatly appreciated. Thank you very, very much. As stated, you get me out of my head, into the world, dealing with real people. Thank you so very, very much. It is a good thing. It is not a good landscape behind these eyes. I am depressed. My wife died almost 4 years ago now. And then her cat died 6 months after that. I lost my house illegally to the bank. Doesn't matter, I was only one of millions. So, yay. It's just not a good landscape back here, so getting me out of my own head so that I'm not just stewing in my own juices is a beautiful thing. Thank you very, very much. And if you could check out my various links, that would be appreciated as well. I have Twitter, Facebook, GoFundMe, Patreon.com, Google+. That would be cool if you could check those out. If you could donate to my GoFundMe campaign or become a Patreon.com patron like one of these beautiful, awesome people, that would be awesome and beautiful. But if you cannot donate or you simply do not donate, I take all good wishes, I deposit them in the bank of my heart where I draw interest, so thank you very much. I am just overloading my camera today. That is so bizarre. I do not understand what the difference is. Life is life. And if you could toss me a like, that would be awesome. I do appreciate all the positive validation I get from my existence. If you could subscribe to the channel, that would be cool. But if you did not want to, I would understand. My personality has rubbed people wrong my entire life. So if you don't like my videos and you don't want to subscribe, I unfortunately do understand. But if you are down with it, I will do my best to keep you entertained from now until the literal end of time. And yes, I talk with my hands. I feel crippled if I can't move my hands when I'm talking. Yay. Well, thumbs up. I'm going to pad this one for another 50 seconds because I like to go for a full 20 minutes and less than a minute's worth of padding, even though technically I guess the entire thing is padding. I mean, it's just mindless vlogging, the epitome of disposable entertainment. But thank you for coming on the journey with me. It is greatly, greatly appreciated. If I couldn't vlog, my head would be even in a worse state than it always is. So thank you for coming with me on this daily journey to make my brain work better. I got a game video coming up. I got a reaction video coming up. Hopefully I'll have a a game for my game channel. That'd be good. So you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, and that, my friend, is a very good thing.